What is this? A circus again? What shall make today, kids?
And Judy's Bake Ball!
Huh. Macarons, waffle with creams, chiffon cakes that are light as a drink. Laugh and sing, smile, it's true. All the sweetness waiting for you. Look there, where? Over there. The oven's got something special to share. Ding. Now, let's see what we've got for you. It's cooking time. Are you ready to make something special together? Wow, talk about a blast from the past. Hey, Gregory, I'm going back there tomorrow with your boy. I'm finally going to find out what happened 18 years ago. Huh? Well, Fender, are you finally going to tell me what you're doing here? Why have you brought me to an art gallery, of all places? Hey, you had nothing going on. Seems like the perfect chance to come and enjoy the magic of stars and stuff together. I'm leaving. Chill, big guy, I'm just joking. You know about the IS-7 incident, yeah? Your old man's last case? Of course, Von Karma took great pleasure in showing me the files as soon as I became a prosecutor. And I reviewed them again last night, after your invite, see? I was also present at the trial all these years ago, although my memories of it are somewhat hazy. As a child, I was completely in awe of my father. The sight of him in court was so inspirational. Gregory Edgeworth, attorney at law, and opposite him, the man who will become my mentor, Manfred von Karma. It was quite a case. However, it ended with the conviction of the accused. Ah, so you were there too. You were in the courtroom for Gregory's final outing. Well, that will make explaining things easier. I wanted you to know something, see? That something being what really went down, not the truth in those files, but the capital T truth. It was 18 years ago, smack dab in the middle of a real doozy of a winter. The buildings were covered with a blanket of snow. It looked like the streets were lined with popsicles. But things weren't so innocent behind those frozen doors. In fact, some pretty sordid stuff went down. This was back before yours truly was the fine figure of an attorney, you see, before you today. Hey, Mr. E, this one really came out of the blue, huh? It did. We were called in before the ink on the arrest papers was even dry. My name is Gregory. We're playing as Gregory right now? Oh my god, this is hype. Ah shit, this is good. My name is Gregory Edgeworth. I'm a defense attorney. I'm here visiting a client with my assistant, a defender. A murder on Christmas Eve? What's worth coming to? In the dark of the night, at the end of the day, I saw two timely savers coming my way. Yatagarasu? Oh no. Welcome, my friends, to the visitors' rooms, and if we're not friends yet, I'm sure we will be soon. Whoa, talk about an entrance. I was not expecting that. Neither was I. Sorry if I surprised you, I'm just so happy to see you both. Thanks so much for coming out. Seriously, I can't thank you enough. You're the accused, I take it. I am Gregory Edgeworth, attorney at law, at your service. I look forward to representing you. This is my assistant, Eddie Fender. Pleased to meet you, sir. I'll do everything I can to help. Come now, Edward. Calm down, please. You'll have to forgive him. He's still new to this. He's been helping me out part-time, but he's far from fully-fledged lawyer material yet. Nonetheless, I'm hoping he'll be some of assistant in investigating the particular case of this case. Gregory and Eddie, it's an honor to meet you both. My job as a defense attorney is to save my clients from wrongful conviction, so the first thing to do is establish whether or not he is truly innocent. Perhaps we could begin by having you tell us a little about yourself. What am I thinking? I haven't even told you my name. I'm Samson Tangaroa. Oh, what? It's really you! Samson Tangaroa, the world's greatest confectioner? You flatter me, my young friend, and call me Samson. All my pals do. Wow, thanks Samson. I can't believe I'm meeting you in person. It seems Eddie knows something of our client. Mr. E, it's the Samson Tangaroa, the singing, dancing, confectionery making sensation. What shall we make today, kids? Macarons, waffles with cream, chiffon cakes that are like a dream. Laugh and sing, smiles, it's true. All that sweetness waiting for you. Look at there, what we're over there. The oven's got something special to share. Now let's see what we've got for you. I almost started dancing along. No way, I got to sing with Samson Tangaroa. This is a dream come true. Thanks, little pearl. It's meant a lot to hear you say that. My apologies, but I think we need to discuss the matter at hand. Of course, I'm sure you're both very busy. Alright, where would you like me to start? So you're not just a confectioner, but also a singer and a dancer? I sure am. When I'm having fun, my body just starts moving. You must really enjoy making desserts. Haha, wouldn't be much of a confectioner if I didn't. I live to make sweets that will bring joy to others. Hey, they're not just things, they're works of art. Sparkling, dazzling, mouth-watering creation. The stuff that dreams are made of. So he aims to create joyous and inspirational pieces, does he? I understand that the incident in question happened at your mansion. It did. We were holding an international confectionery contest there when a body was found inside one of my creations. Inside one of your... No way! The detective in charge placed me under arrest because of it, and now here I am. But I could never take a life, never. I'm sure the police will set that too in time. They'll realize their mistake. I sure hope so. And what can you tell us about the victim? His name is Artie Frost. He was taking part in the contest. Mr. Frost was a wonderful confectioner. His creations were things of real beauty. I just don't understand. Why did he have to die? I'm sorry. He seems genuinely upset about the victim's death. I think I have pretty good measure of the man now. Mr. Tangaroa, there's just one last thing I need to confirm with you. You didn't kill Mr. Frost, correct? Correct. I swear to you I didn't do it. Like I told you, I could never take a life. Never. He seems quite sincere. Alright, I'm going to take you at your word. Thank you for being so forthright with me. Likewise, it's good to tell somebody other than those detectives. We'll head to the scene of the crime and see what we can learn. We'll be in touch when we have something more to tell you. Goodbye, Gregory. Goodbye, Eddie. I'm counting on you both. It's pretty cold out there, huh, Mystery? I never saw so much snow. Yes, and it doesn't seem like it will be letting up anytime soon. But just look at this place. What a sweet house Samson's got it. It's huge. Yes, big enough to hold an international confectionery contest, no less. Welcome, welcome everyone. Come on in. We'll have us some fun. Oh no. Are you alright? I'm sorry. Would you happen to be Mr. Gregory Edgeworth by any chance? I would. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Eddie Fender, Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender, welcome to our humble abode. Judy Bond, it's an honor to meet you both. I'm the housekeeper here, and Mr. Tangaroa's assistant. You're no housekeeper, you're Judy Bond, the Judy Bond. You know a little something of my work? A little. I watch you on TV every chance I get. I'm Beck and Bob's biggest fan. It's very kind of you to say so. We'd be nothing without our fans. And what might Beck and Bob be? It's only the biggest show on TV. Every kid on the planet loves it. The dynamic duo of Samson and Judy make delicious sweet stuff, all while singing and dancing. Like this, check it out. Oh no, I'm gonna be singing again. What shall we make today, kids? Cookie dough, caramel too, fluffy chokes, cream tiramisu. Everyone come along, baking treats with a smile and song. There or where, oh, there it's a true. The oven's got something special for you. Just take a bite and you will see. That was a wonderful performance, Mr. Fender. Bravo. I think the song is gonna be something important of a clue or evidence or something. Yeah. That's my prediction. I dance along every time I watch the show. Perhaps Miles might enjoy it too. I'll suggest it later. But all this dancing really takes it out of a guy. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm the worst hostess. Here, nothing relaxes the body and mind quite like a cup of tea. Ah, this is Kalon, correct? It's delicious. Its citrus aroma is said to improve one's ability to concentrate, as I recall. Interesting, so this is what Kalon tea tastes like, huh? How odd. There's a saucer's call. Yes, it's so that the tea cools down more quickly. I'm afraid some of our guests don't like it too hot. I see. These teacups are very unique too. The design is really something. You think so? Thank you so much. I ordered them all the way from France. They're my absolute favorite. They were designed by a marvelous sculptor named Paul Halik. Have you heard of him? He makes the most amazing tableware in the world. You're clearly a big fan of his work. Oh, I am. These teacups are my greatest treasure. She's certainly not afraid to show when she's passionate about something. If you don't mind, Miss Bond, I'd like to move on to the recent review. Can you tell us everything you know about the unfortunate incident that occurred earlier? Of course, I'm sorry for getting so distracted. I guess I'm still in shock. Because I'm the one who found the body, you see. You discovered the victim? It is true that the body was recovered from inside one of Mr. Tangaroa's creation? It is. We're in the middle of contest's final judgment phase when I heard the sound of something big collapsing coming from Samson's room. Samson, are you in here? Ah! I opened the door and went inside and there was Mr. Frost's body. Thank you. I'm sorry to make you relive such a traumatic experience. Think nothing of it, please. I only wish I had more to tell you. No, if you don't mind, Miss Bond, I'd like to begin our investigation of the crime scene. Oh, Mr. Richard, Mr. Fender, you have to save Samson. He's no murderer. He could never do something like that. Of course. Leave it to us, Miss Bond. Thank you so much. I'll go serve the others their tea then. Come, Eddie, to the scene of the crime. Yes, sir, Mr. E. Detective Bad. No way, everything in this room made of chocolate. I can't believe I'm getting to see many of Samson's creation this up close. I might be more excited myself if the room wasn't a murder scene. Just hearing you say that sent shiver down my spine. That might just be temperature in here. It's rather cold. Yeah, now that you mention it, it's pretty chill. Defense on the scenes already? That was fast. A pleasure to meet you, Gregor Rachel. I'm representing Mr. Tangaro. This is my assistant, Eddie Fender. Nice to meet you. Bad. Detective Tyrell Bad. Detective in charge is named Bad. A man of few words. Oh, what? What did he do? Something about this just doesn't taste right. You're eating your notepaper? He likes to chew over his thoughts rather literally. I'm afraid it helps him to digest and remember them. It's a little quirk of his. Please try to ignore it. Although I'd be the first to admit that's easier said than done. With introduction out of the way, Detective Bad, would you mind if we join you in investigating the scene? Sorry, not gonna happen. Oh, what? How come? Mr. Richard is Mr. Tangaro's attorney. Yeah, and attorneys will do anything to get them off the hook. Even put words in their client's mouth. You think I need that on my crime scene? Mr. Richard will never do something like that. I don't trust attorneys, okay kid? Detective, you established my client's supposed guilt based on an investigation of the crime scene, correct? That's usually how it works, yeah? What of it? Then extend me the same courtesy. I believe he is innocent, and I would like the chance to prove it. You believe he's innocent? And you didn't even see the scene yet. That's some flimsy lawyer. That's exactly why I wish to see the scene for myself. I need to ensure that my belief is based on solid evidence and sound reasoning. You're about to tell me you're not leaving until I let you look over the scene? I am. Fine, knock yourself out. Thank you, Detective. But I'm coming around with you. Like I said, I don't trust attorneys. If you're good with that, go ahead and get to it. That was a lollipop this whole time? I must admit it, I didn't see that coming either. We better get started then. I'll need you go take notes, Eddie. On it, Mystery. Let's get this over with. Okay, let's talk to Detective. What is it? It's a tradition in here. Attorneys are bad luck. Nothing good ever happens with you guys around. You trample the scene, jump to conclusions. You really think that all of us? Me included? Not a yes, but not a no either. What about I show you, Fender? A real crime scene. This is so exciting. This isn't a game, Eddie. I need you to take it seriously. Don't worry, Mr. E. I'm taking notes on everything. You are? What kind of notes? Notes about how all of this delicious stuff is made. Can't wait to try it for myself. I'm not playing around at all. Take this seriously. Yes, Mr. Richard. Alright. And you are? Sorry, meditating. Did you want something, detective? Oh, I'm an attorney, not a detective. Gregory Ochoa. A pleasure to meet you. And I'm his assistant, a defender. I see. Name's Carmelo Gusta. I'm a confectioner, here for the contest. You are? What's your specialty, Mr. Gusta? The art of air and sugar. No way, look at that. It's a little baby seahorse. It's a dragon, a novel soaring creature of the sea. That's a dragon? It does look more aquatic than edible. No need to sugarcoat it, my design sense is weak. I know that better than anybody. That's why I'm heading out to Zengfa when this is all over. I need to train hard. Perhaps we should get off the subject of his design sense for now. So what are you doing here, Mr. Gusto? I didn't think they were allowing civilian on the scene yet. Detective wanted to know more about one of the pieces in here. Makes sense, seeing as he's contestant, perhaps I should ask him a few questions of my own. Interesting design. Yes, I could do something with this. Can I borrow it? Oh, I'm afraid it's rather important. I can't bear the thought of its coming any harm in Mr. Gusta's hand. It's a tradition for an attorney to show his badge to everyone. Those are some interesting implements you use, Mr. Gusta. Sugar blowing pumps. They put air into the sugar. They are so cool, it's like watching a swordmaster do his things. I'm no master. Not a day goes by that I don't hurt myself one way or another. That's why I wear red. That way it doesn't matter when I make a mess. What kind of mess? The way of the confectioner is a lonely one. You never stop learning. Not until you die. He's kind of a samurai for cooking. And I guess a scar on his eye is because of a knife. From cooking, I guess. The way of the confectioner sounds like a long one too. If he's still injuring himself on a daily basis. What can you tell us about the contest? Based on what we've seen so far, flavor doesn't seem to be the only criteria at play. The contest was Tangaroa's idea. It's about art. Confectionery is art. Confectionery as art? Art you can eat, every part of it. Every single item in this room is edible. The whole place does kinda smell like a chocolate. Tangaroa is genius. A once-in-a-generation talent. Flavor and flair, he has it all. And if you can outdo the god of confection himself, you can win. I don't know, man. Beating out the greatest in the world seems kinda hard, yeah? As it should be. Whoever beats him becomes the greatest in turn. That's the real prize here, nothing else matters. So you're competing for a title effectively. And a treasure, the ultimate cookbook, Tangaroa's most prized possession. If you want to know more, it's all written down here. It's the list of rules that was given out to contestant. Okay, we've got more evidence. Sorry, I don't know much about what happened. I only heard about it after the judging was over. How was the judging organized? It started at 3 PM. Tangaroa began making the rounds right around then. He left his own room, then worked his way around the venue clockwise. Alright. My creation were the first to be judged. After that, he went to Scon's room. She's another one of contestant. What can you tell us about her? Ruthless, brutal, there's nothing she wouldn't do to you. She was working with Grim, some kind of dreamscape. Then, last of all, Frostro. His thing was flavored ice, sculptured this time. Or so I heard. Bound from the body, while Tangaroa was still making the rounds. She panicked, ran to call the cops. Tangaroa went right on the judge, claimed she didn't know a thing about it until afterwards, when I had a look over the victim's work, even though the guy was nowhere to be seen. Huh, pretty suspicious behavior in anyone's book. I don't have enough information to challenge him on that yet. By the way, Detective Beth, what were you and Mr. Gusta talking about earlier? Was going to ask about the piece of the wall, the one in the frame. Seems like something was up. So I better ask somebody who knows about this stuff. But then you both showed up and pulled me away from my very important work. Perhaps we can take a closer look at it together. Can't take a hint, can you? Mr. Gusto, would you mind helping us out? Of course, confectionery is my life. If you have any question, I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you, that's very kind of you. A candelabra made of chocolate. There's title here, The Light of Life. Well, this particular light seems to be missing one of its life-giving flames. Does it have some sort of symbolic meaning? Or could it be? A candelabra made of chocolate. There's a title here. Oh. Who knew you could make a picture this pretty out of chocolate? Samson really is a good among men. Is it really made of chocolate though? It looks far too much like a regular illustration to me. You have good eye. I'm impressed. That's no piece of candy. That's the ultimate cookbook. The ultimate cookbook? In other words, the grand prize. What? So it's not made of chocolate after all? No, the book is simply enframing some. Tangaroa showed it to all of us when he gathered us here to explain the rules. So the participant knew about the grand prize was in this room the whole time. Anyway, you see it too, right? The frame, something's missing. Ah, the oddity Detective Pet was going to ask Mr. Gusto about earlier. Yes. You're right, Detective. Something is missing from this frame. So it's not just me. Huh? What's missing? I better show Eddie which part of the frame missing some chocolate.
Take that!
Take that. Look closely, Eddie. Don't you feel something that is lacking here? Ah, sorry, art's not really my thing. And maybe that's just an artistic flourish, you know? My glasses must have slipped. You were talking about something being missing. That's right, and you don't need to with art, that's what it is. Oh, what the hell? Oh.
Take that!
Look at the decorative work in the corner. Something's missing, you know? Oh yeah, it's different from the other side. That's not like Tangaroa. The balance is all wrong. But that's not all. Take a look around. Every confection in this room is missing some small bit. You're right. The candle holder, the nocturnal stuff, they're all like that. Did somebody deliberately damage them? That's a very good question. Or did Tangaroa just wanted to look like somebody messed with his work? He never do that to his own creation. Never. Could this have some deeper meaning of the case? I must score the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Are these finger marks? Yeah, but we don't know who's yet. Still haven't figured it out. No fingerprints, no ID. Finger marks without prints. They could certainly be important to the case. It's a real head sketcher, alright. Not really. I'm guessing whoever it was wore gloves. Oh, where's your sense of romance, of adventure? There doesn't tend to be much of either at the crime scene, Eddie. Achoo! Are you alright, Eddie? Yeah, but it sure is chilly in here. Yes, it wasn't exactly warm out in the fountain room either, but it's even colder in here. Would you like to borrow my jacket? No, I'm fine. And besides, you said you gave it to me when I finally got my attorney's badge. Huh, I didn't I? Why do they have to heat down so low? Chocolate needs to be kept at the right temperature. Take a look behind the panel on the wall. What panel? Look at that, it was here this whole time. There's one in each of contest rooms. Tangaroa hid them so they wouldn't spoil the aesthetic of our works. And what do the controls do? They adjust the temperature and the lighting. It goes all the way down to minus 22 degrees Fahrenheit, cold enough to keep any confectionery from melting. So in effect, each room is a giant freezer. It's 59 degrees in here. No wonder I'm cold. Hey Detective Bed, mind if we turn it up a little? Perseverance of the crimes is the foundation of detective works. But I'm not a detective. The same goes for attorneys, Eddie. We must never disturb the scene of the crime. Get used to the cold. It's all part of your training. Chocolate needs to be kept between 59 and 65 degrees, and there's no way around it. You know the temperatures by heart, huh? Guess it's your job. It's the fairest I should know. Any real confectioner should be able to tell you that anymore. Alright, what about lollipops and cream? If it's not too hot or too humid, a lollipop will be fine just about anywhere. Cream needs to be kept around 50 degrees. Need to watch out for the heat and humidity, huh? Duly noted. Detective Bet kind of pretty nice when he was talking about lollipops, didn't he? I suppose he must very fond of them. I don't believe there is any more to be found here. It's a journal belonging to the captain of the chocolate ship, also made of chocolate. Diary of Despair, that's some title. Come, Hirken, see how we crossed the sea and wrote the red tide to misery. Quite a jaunty rhyme for such tragic sounding tale. This control can be used to adjust room's temperature and lighting. Red, yellow, green, dark blue, light blue, white, that's a huge range. Temperature set to 59 degrees. Light color set to white. The pieces in here are made of chocolate, that's why. What light makes them look better? Mr. Tangaroa must see the room itself as a part of his carefully crafted creation. Alright. Let's see. The cup. There's some pretestful tableware here along with some kitchen utensils. This tea set is some of the same design as the one Miss Bond surfaced with earlier. You think Samson could have been drinking tea out of that? The pot and cup were dusted for prints. These were the only ones they found. And was that the case for the utensils too? Everything else had been washed, sure there were any prints to find. And if Mr. Tangaroa was wearing gloves while he was working on his confectionaries, that could explain why prints were only found on the teapot and cup. Okay, these are the evidence and this is the logic. Is there something we didn't check yet? Looks like a fire alarm. Yeah, and before you start prodding it, it's not made of chocolate. Push it and bells will start ringing. People will come running from the security room. A whole bunch hassle. So don't. I know you want to, but don't. Honestly, the thought hadn't even crossed my mind. Typical attorney. What does being an attorney have to do with anything? The picture is not made of chocolate, it's the cover of a book. The ultimate cookbook. Oh, I just want to check these last pieces and the pieces there. Why it hasn't been marked yet? This is a fine selection of nautical paraphernalia. You think one of them could be the murder weapon? No, they are all made of chocolate. You have a hard time bludgeoning somebody to death with one of them. Cheh! Can't tell what's real in here. They really do look genuine. I can hardly tell the difference myself. A true testament to Mr. Tangaroa's skill. So this is where the body was discovered. Yeah. They took it away already, but everything else is just how we found it. It's titled Voyage of the Red Rover. After sailing the Seven Seas, the legendary ship happens upon a great treasure at last. This piece is a tribute to the adventurous spirit of our ancestor. Who knew? So they sailed 6 whole seas before they found anything? Not exactly the luckiest crew out there. Sometimes you gotta take a bunch of wrong turns before you find the truth. That's what being a real detective is all about. Did they even have detectives back in those days? It's really rather impressive, making an entire ship out. That's Samson Tangaroa for you. Don't you just gonna take a big bite out of it? Which part of the bite first though? That's the real head scratcher, you know. Bite any part of it, kid, and you'll be off this crime scene so fast your head will spin. Hey, it was just a joke. Stop staring at me like that. I do sometimes wish Eddie could keep his cool a little better. Now he's the coolest guy I know. It appears the body was inside the treasure chest. Yeah, woman by the name of Bond found it. Simpson? Are you in here? Ah! Seems she heard something's breaking and came in to see what it was. If only we had just a little more information. There's something else in here. Huh, it's looked like a seal of some kind, with somebody initials and an intricate shape carved into it. Is it for making those fancy wax things on documents? Do you think it's belonged to the victim? No idea, but it's gotta get logged anyway, so I'll take that. Okay, that's the seal. One of the stands for the ship is broken. The ship must have collapsed onto the treasure chest and smashed it open. Wait, do you think... could that be how the victim died? Was he crushed by the ship? If he was, this becomes an accidental death and not a murder. You too serious? Don't worry, detective. For the moment, we're simply discussing a possibility. I was being serious though. Detective, can you tell us a little more about the state of the victim's body? Let me see. Got a picture here someplace. You can see for yourself. That was from blunt force trauma. And what about the weapon? Has it been found yet? You can ask the prosecutor in charge about that. The detective's not one for sharing much, I see. Would you mind if we borrow this? No skin off my nose. It's not like it's official. Bond took it with an instant camera when she found his body. An instant camera? Like it's disposable or something? No, it means that it develops the picture right there, and then when you take them. No way, sounds pretty convenient. No then, I better get my facts straight and take down some notes of my own. There's something in this picture that contradicts with the current crime scene. I'll need to call on my powers of deduction to figure out why. Okay. Nothing has been moved since the body was found, correct? Berserker scene. That's rule number 1 of any investigation. They took the body away, but everything else untouched. Could you tell us a little more about the state of the body before it was taken? Bound took a picture. You'll have to make do with that, Mr. Lawyer. Get the feeling that good detectives aren't too fond of defense attorney. Try best not to rely too much on it, and search the scene for the clues and contradiction myself. What are you investigating, officer? Sir, I was just taking the temperature of the battery. And what have you learned? It's wrong, sir. The stream in each room flows into the main fountain, and then the water is circulated back into the rooms. Unusual to say the least. I've never seen a house quite like this one. Rich folks, they're all crazy. How is it looking over there, dear officer? Nothing of interest at cardboard or... Yes, sir. So, there is... no, there isn't. Just a blotter cheese for cooking and some tableware, sir. You heard the man, Mr. Attorney. Nothing to add, am I right? No. So, you do have something to add? No. Gee, can you get a straight answer out of anybody? Perhaps you should ask a straight question? Okay, let's use logic. The stand broke and the ship collapsed with it, and the loud sound it made brought Mr. Bond running. Yeah, said the ship had already killed over by the time she got it in. But why did the stand collapse? What caused it to break? Maybe the whole thing was off balance from the get-go. Could that really have been the case? Alright. For me, I think it's the temperature. Someone changed it and then put it back in. Or somebody damaged it. Let's just use logic first. Oh yeah, I might overthinking. All of Mr. Tangaroa's creations are missing a little piece each, including one of the stands that was holding up the ship. Somebody's really went all out. Do you think it could have been the killer? It's certainly a possibility. Either way, I think we can safely say the stand was damaged in our mystery person's tempering spree. And when it broke, the ship fell and smashed open the treasure chest, which would have remained closed otherwise. Okay, blunt force trauma. Now we just need to find the murder weapon. Gloves Tangaroa wore them when he was working on this masterpiece over there. They're conveniently good at hiding fingerprints too. I suppose it's possible to employ them in such a manner. But is it really all that suspicious to find a pair of gloves in a kitchen like this? I'm a detective. Everything's suspicious. That's the job. Alright. The Red Rover and the Crimson Tide. It's looked like this title is the inspiration for everything on display here in this room. The ship and the treasure chest, of course, but also all the other nautical objects on display. It's certainly a suitable grand theme with which to showcase Mr. Tangaroa's talents. Okay, I guess. Hmm. Sorry, meditating. Did you want something, detective? I told you I'm not Tony, and I was hoping you'd take a look at this. I see him meditating again. Perhaps I better present him something more meaningful. Oh, he doesn't know anything about that. What about the teapot? No. Oh yeah. The winner of the contest gets to call themselves the world's greatest confectioner, and that's my goal. After that, I'm going to Zenpa to hone my crafting skills. Once my creation look as good as theirs, I'll be truly unstoppable. Shouldn't he have perfected that before entering the contest? Yo way. Do I need to present you with something? What a weird seal. If you use it like a stamp, it'd be out as a PH, right? But if it's just for a show like a ring, it appears to say H9, I believe. H9? Hit 9 maybe? Someone's hitting streak? Nah, seems unlikely. It sounds like Detective Bat might be a fan of baseball. I guess I need to check the rule for myself. The Ultimate Cookbook, the title of World's Greatest Confectioner. Judging will proceed clockwise from the leftmost room. All the contestants stand together in Mr. Tangaroa's room when judging ends. Non-confectionery items may not be used as decoration stands, and display material will be provided. Clockwise from leftmost room, all the contestants together in Mr. Tangaroa's room when judging ends. Non-confectionery items may not be used as decoration stands and display. Non-confectionery items. Oh yeah. And display will be provided. Contestant may not enter another contestant's room until judging has been complete. Okay. Oh, this thing. Look, there's something stuck in the bottom. It says PH. I suppose that must be Paul Holick. What a remark. Those are his initial, after. Miss Bond said she's a big fan of his work. His initial, huh? So if I made it, it will say FH. Perhaps you should practice by initialing your personal belongings first. Okay, there's PH in this. Open it. Yes, what a gorgeous design. Really? Just seems a bit out of there to me. Like, how do you even get your tea in there? Art isn't about function, Eddie. It's about form. What the hell is that? Guess I'll have to take your word for it, Mr. A. The art stuff is way beyond. That's a baloney, man. But I guess I don't know art like Eddie either. So who am I to talk? Is there something in there? PH... Nothing, I guess. Inside, the cause of death appears to be the thought. That's from Strum. Maybe there's something to deduce here? Nothing to deduce. What the heck? What did I miss? What did I miss? Angel Beast Battles. I guess we need to talk to Beth about notice anything. You're doing this all wrong. An investigation is like a popsicle. You walk around the scene, look at stuff, talk to witness. Everything you do is like a lick of that popsicle. Slowly, you eat away at it. Until all that's left is the stick, and written on the stick is the truth. Then I suppose I better hope it doesn't say guilty. Yeah, we've already showed him all this evidence. I guess it's left to Mr. Bat again. Showed him the evidence. This case, well, I can get my head around a few parts of it. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to see some more information about the scene of the crime. Sure, you got legs, don't you? Try using them. That's how the pros do it. Our duties may differ, detective, but we both want to get to the bottom of what happened, don't we? Wouldn't it be better if we work together? The detective clearly sees himself as a strong, silent type. I suppose that's also how the pros do it. I like your opinion, I do. Nothing. Seems the culprit made sure to wear gloves. Couldn't lift squat from those finger marks. But perhaps you can exploit something about their owner on the size of their fingers, for example. It's not as easy as it sounds, sorry, but these finger marks are pretty worthless as evidence goes. There's no need to be hasty, detective. After all, even the absence of fingerprints tell us something of interest, don't you think? Huh, you lawyers have an answer for everything, don't you? Huh, I'll take that as a compliment. Okay, there's nothing to show him. There's nothing to show anybody. Oh yeah, there's something we need to deduce in here. Finally. Now what is it? Could this be related to the evidence somehow?
Eureka!
Oh no. Ouch. Okay. I need to be more careful. Broken this. The rules. Oh no. I know.
Eureka!
The rules. Oh, what the heck? Oh, but the pin is not a confectionery items. This is hard.
Eureka!
Related.
Eureka!
Oh. What about this?
Eureka!
They're just some. Evidence somehow. That's a significant survey.
Eureka! Eureka! Eureka!
Something missing. It's supposed to be there. Oh. Something missing. You can either give it It's the shape of a sunflower, right, Mr. E? Does that have some kind of special meaning, or it does? Sunflower follow the sun, correct? In other words, they always face the light. Just as we attorneys do, we should always aim to be on the side of liberty and justice. Wow, then I'm going to work hard to be just like a sunflower when I'm an attorney. I've no doubt that you will. Is this your badge number here on the back? That's right, the number itself doesn't mean much, of course. Well, if it doesn't really matter, then I want mine to be a string of repeating digits. I actually paid to see that. Still something missing. Oh, yeah, there is.
Eureka!
You said the only thing had been removed from the scene is the body. Yeah, that and the piece of cloth it was wrapped in. Then something here doesn't quite add up. It doesn't. Take another look at the scene in front of us, detective. A very conspicuous pool of blood that should be here is clearly missing. You're right. Don't remember anybody mentioning they removed the blood along with the body. Let me check with forensic. What is it, Mr. E? What did you figure out? Compared to the treasure chest in the photograph to the real thing. In the picture, the solid chocolate at the bottom continues underneath the deceased head. The deceased's head. And yet, that part of the chest is now gone. That part with the blood all over it? Exactly. So did the police remove it, or perhaps the killer? It wasn't forensic. They're saying nobody took anything like that away. Interesting, so somebody deliberately removed the blood from the scene? Could be. Oh, thank God. I think we're about to done here for now. Well, if I wasn't convinced before, I am now. Tangaroa did it. No two ways about it. What do you mean? All the rooms in this place, locked from inside. The only way to unlock them from the outside is with this key. I see, and who had access to that key? Who do you think? Tangaroa. And it's the only one. There aren't any copies. With the mentioned key, Tangaroa could slip into anybody else's room anytime he liked. And he could even lock his own room before the outside if he wanted. But Mr. Tangaroa's room was unlocked, was it? Nope, which is exactly what makes him a suspect. Would you care to explain your thinking? Let's go. Finally, we're fighting Detective Pat. If the door had been locked when the body was found, Tangaroa would have been the obvious suspect, which is why he deliberately didn't lock this room. And why he smashed the lid of the treasure chest so the body was on full display. Everyone was supposed to gather in this room when the judging finished up, so he made it look like the murder happened while he wasn't there. The one thing he didn't plan on was Spawn finding the body. Anyway, that's my thinking on this whole thing. Good enough for you, Mr. Attorney? Do you also believe it was Mr. Tangaroa who damaged the other pieces in this room? Yep. I know you have to believe your client, that's your job, but I'm a detective, and I serve the law. And no matter how squeaky clean somebody may seem, a suspect is still a suspect. I fully understand your reasoning, detective. Now, would you mind if I applied a little critical thinking of my own? Ha, do your worst. This is a detective won't compromise his dedication to the law. I won't compromise my belief either. And I'm not about just to accept his version of events. In fact, I'm going to show him the piece of evidence that highlights the contradiction in his claim.
Hold it!
That's hardly solid ground on which base your suspicion of Mr. Tangaroa, detective. And that's hardly solid grounds to start shouting objection left and right on, Mr. Attorney. Maybe quit interrupting and let me finish. Which is why he deliberately didn't lock his door. And why would he deliberately not lock his door? Because if he locked it, he might have as well have held up a sign saying he did it since he had the only key. But maybe it was just a coincidence. Maybe just left it unlocked without meaning to. He just happened to leave it unlocked, and somebody just happened to find the body inside. Come on, kid, you'll never make a detective thinking like that. But I don't want to be a detective. I want to be an attorney. I'd be grateful if you stop trying to steal my apprentice. Look, there's a reason why Tangaroa left his door unlocked. And why he smashed in the lid of the treasure chest, so the body was on full display. You're saying Mr. Tangaroa himself deliberately smashed the treasure chest open? Yep, if he hadn't, the body would have never been found. I struggle to see how he managed to destroy his creation while judging the contest at the same time. Exactly, and besides, there's no way he would have disrespected his sweet. He ate several last crumb on the back and bob while dancing. That's the only way his stuff gets destroyed. This isn't about what happened on TV, kid. You know about Beck and Bob, detective? Am I the only one who isn't familiar with this show? Wow, I never would have guessed. Can you sing the theme song too? Never mind that now. Focus. The point is this. Tangaroa was responsible for breaking that lid.
Hold it!
The judging began in Mr. Gusta's room, correct? Yeah. Kinda want to check his hard candy stuff out myself. Huh? In that case, how about a demonstration? Well, it's you, detective. Are you calling him a dirty dog? It's a wolf. Huh, a lone wolf. I like it. I'm starting to enjoy this little display. Anyhow,
Hold it!
do you have clear idea of when exactly the murder took place? Not yet. Autopsy report still pending. And yet you still went ahead and arrested Mr. Tangaroa. We may not know when the murder happened, but we know now when the body was discovered. It was while Tangaroa was judging Gus's room. The perfect alibi if he could set it up just right. But still, no grounds for an arrest. Surely you have to agree with that. Do I? Especially when I've got nothing more to say to you? Why do I get the feeling he's hiding something? Detective Beth seems pretty convinced that Mr. Tangaroa is the culprit. But there's no way he would have vandalized his own creations, no way. Still, the treasure chest did get smashed. There's no denying that. Perhaps you should focus more on what led to the body's discovery? Doing so should make it easier to spot the flaw in Detective Beth's theory. Okay, let's see. The lid was closed and the ship collapsed. Chest was covered in blood, missing a further item in the room. Have to be in the bloodless. Ha!
Objection!
What about this? I'm wrong. Wait.
Hold it!
Oh shit, sorry. I've got an idea, but if it's right, then still stupid.
Hold it!
I'm pressing the wrong button again.
Objection!
What is the reasoning in here? My reasoning is because... What again? I forgot. We've established that the body was hidden inside the chest, and that Miss Bond only came running into this room when she heard the sound. It seems reasonable to infer that the sound was that of a chocolate pot collapsing. Sure, seems likely, based on the evidence. Yeah. I mean, the police had itself. Why did he forget? And yet you asserted it was Mr. Tangaroa who had smashed the lid of the chest. I believe this photo makes it clear that it was the ship that did the smashing. And if that had occurred only moments before Miss Bond had entered the room, then it could have been broken by Mr. Tangaroa who was out judging the contest at the time. I never said he did it then and there. That's stupid, detective. Why? Why did you think of that? They could have done something to the stand so it collapsed when he was in the middle of judging.
Objection!
Have you any way of proving that assertion? Nope, but the investigation isn't over yet. There's still time. So he doesn't have anything conclusive. Have you found any prints in this room besides those of Mr. Tangaroa? Yep, on the door. But we found Tangaroa's and Fua's prints on there too. We were all brought in here for briefing, right before we start work on our creations. Those prints are probably from then. I take it you haven't checked any of Mr. Tangaroa's work for prints yet. Why would we know that somebody tampered with them? Therefore, it's possible they left some prints behind when they did so. Fine, but if you don't find anything, your guess still top of my list, got it? You, check all of the chocolate stuff for prints, now! Yes sir, right away. Detective Beth, we finished dusting the chocolate and we found prints that don't belong to Mr. Tangaroa's. Go on, whose? Delicia's concept. She's one of the contestants. Good work. You can go back to whatever you are investigating before. Yes, sir. So it seems we have a suspect besides Mr. Tangaroa. Huh. Even without your lawyerly input, I wasn't about to wrap up the investigation anyway. I'll go speak to Mrs. Cohn and see what she has to say for herself. Delicia's Cohn. Mr. Gusto mentioned her too. He said that she was ruthless, that she'd do anything to win. This Cohn lady sounds like a pretty suspicious character, huh, Mr. A? Yes, I think we better try to speak with her ourselves as well. Detective Beth, would you mind if we accompany you? Babysitting you is not my job. Ah, come on. But I guess you did pick up a couple useful clues already. So if you wanna take along, be my guest. Thank you, Detective. You're too kind. But Detective Beth, sir, I don't think that's such a good idea. The lead prosecutor is still busy in there. It will be fine. Me and him don't exactly see eye to eye anyhow. Who is this him? Who did they assign the case to? Manfred von Karma. What? They gave it to von Karma? He hasn't lost a case in 25 years. Manfred von Karma, a living legend over at the prosecutor's office. We've never faced one another in courtroom, but I've heard plenty of stories. They say he'll do anything to ensure a guilty verdict. But I can let that distract me for now. I need only continue to do what I believe is right.